Hello everybody, RaudoKun here, welcome back to another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Actually, this is the wrong overlay, because I'm planning to do something else regarding the stuff right here, so I'll be right back. There we go, it's been a while since I brought the good old RaudoKun overlay. Shouts to our boy Mario. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump in, because we got some 10th anniversary campaign collecting, coin collecting campaign missions that we gotta do. So, basically speaking, we every month or so we have been getting these like missions. This time around I was able to just showcase these guys and just be able to do a video on them, but we have the 4-year anniversary and the 3rd-year anniversary LRs buffed, so that is pretty insane. So let's go over here real quick. I should have done this before, but it is what it is. There we go. Oh, my face cam is supposed to be there. Nope. No face cam this time around. I just woke up. So we have the 10th anniversary is approaching coin collecting campaign. So in part 2, certain characters who debuted after the end of the 2nd anniversary celebration and before the end of the 4th year anniversary celebration will be strengthened for a limited time, which is pretty cool. So these guys have been powered up. They got a boost for a limited time on their passive. Right now, if you use them, they're absolutely broken. Pretty good. I wish they could keep that buff. They're gonna keep it for a very long time though. They're gonna keep it until mid-January, so take advantage of that. Use them to your leisure, whatever it is that you want. So for this time around, we're gonna be doing the coin collecting missions. So I'm gonna be reminiscing a little bit from these missions and things like that. I'm pretty certain that some of these missions have to do with like utilizing some of those characters, right? So some of the missions are just pretty simple. Clear stage 10 of the Dragon Ball history under special conditions, stage 4 of boss rush, GT legendary Goku event, and of course any stage of the ultimate Redzone from the movie edition. So let's go ahead and jump back in game and see what type of conditions we got to do. Like anybody from the 2nd to the 4th year anniversary. So can make it like a solid team here and there. We all have to like check and see. It says with how many characters actually? With 1 of the specified characters. So it doesn't have to be like too potent, right? So it doesn't have to be, you have to make the full team from that era, right? So let's go stage 10. So again, I'm gonna be doing some reminiscing here regarding, you know, the 2nd to the 4th year anniversary. I actually don't know if some of these characters are in there. This is the oldest team that I actually beat it with. There has to be a team where I actually brought in some of these characters. I mean, you know what? We can bring this team. This is not bad. So let me. I also don't want to make sure that I want to make sure that the audio isn't bleeding through, but it is sort of. But let's just go ahead and jump in. This shouldn't be too rough, so I actually could leave it on auto and we shouldn't have a problem. So yeah, let's go and talk about this. So I think I spoke about whenever I was in the 1st and 2nd year anniversary for Dokkan. I basically was not able to play up until the middle of the 2nd year anniversary celebration. I think I started playing back in 2016, like at the end, middle to end of 2016. That's when I started playing Dokkan. It was a very fun experience. My friend introduced me to the game and just said, hey, play this game, see what's what, see how it goes, see how you do with like trying to collect some of these characters, blah 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 blah. He didn't teach me a lot per se. Some of the other stuff I really had to like look into to like make sure I was doing good. At some points I was going to like try to attempt the like my first ever Prime Battle LR grind, and I didn't know anything about it. I was like, why can't I not bring summonable characters? I didn't know that. So it was just a little bit of a learning experience, right? So when I went ahead and started grinding about the game and things like that, I was like, wow, I mean, okay, I can be able to do some shenanigans here. and learn some of the intricacies that this game actually has you do. So yeah, I was able to like join in from the I think I summoned, and I was able to get Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and at the time I really didn't think that he was a good character or anything like that, because hell, I was a beginner. I didn't know anything about the game and stuff. So when I went ahead and started playing, the vivid memory that I had is that I ended up dying back in like I was in a room during my internship back in Massachusetts. That was back in like, that had to be like 2017, yeah, like the first one, the very first one. And I was like, man, I'm having a little bit of an issue like trying to grind for these characters, man. It's so annoying. I was trying to grind Super Vegito in his Dokkan event, but his Dokkan event every single time on the super difficulty got me killed because of the characters that I had. It wasn't like, they weren't strong at all. So I was like, oh my god, so then I'm gonna have to possibly keep on going for it. So let's just go ahead and continue. Let's just go ahead and get this done, right? So I did the missions back in like C hard difficulty, and it was very, I guess, tough to just continue like doing it. So I was like, okay, you know what, fuck it, dude. Like, I slowly but surely I am going to get this character Dokkan Awaken. So it was pretty interesting, right? So yeah, so whenever we finished up the like Dokkan Awakening session for Super Vegito, it was just like playing around with the teams and stuff like that. I never got to experience how difficult Broly was. That is something that I really wanted to go back into. And one of the things and like one of the projects I really wanted to work on was trying to go back into the good old days and doing the missions from, you know, from that perspective, right? From like utilizing the very old characters. Damn, you just one-shot him. The very, very old characters that we used to have that tackled that event, utilizing them in 2024 and be able to just do a video of it. Let me know if you guys like that idea. I really would like to do that, like revisiting the history of Dokkan, some of the older stuff that they've gone through, and like some of the meme stuff that they have done, right? They're like, oh, this is too funny because like, if you guys, I remember things from like way back in the day where JP was able to get the 300 Dragon Stones because of an error that happened on Kefla's banner. Back with physical Super Saiyan 2 Kefla, by the way. Like that I remember that issue. Actually, I don't think her Dokkan Awakening was even available by that time. I think that's what I remember. So yeah, like I remember those kinds of things. I would like to like do a revisit on the history of Dokkan. That is something that I am planning to do. I can be able to talk with Kensei about it. So something to note down, basically. But yeah. In addition to that, we like there's so many memories back in like Dokkan days when I started watching people from, you know, doing Dokkan stuff. That was people like Truth, but I didn't reach out to Truth just yet. I didn't watch Truth ever since. Of course, he started growing up ever since the Goku Black and Zamasu videos and stuff like that. That's when he just started popping up on my feed. But the person that I was able to watch because he played global was Dimani, Living Ichigo, The Gaming Claw, of course, but The Gaming Claw also played JP. But people like that I was able to like watch. And then it went above the spectrum. We started reaching out to a lot of other content creators on my feed on YouTube, like, you know, people like The Masked Ningen, people like Truth, people like Nano, Rhyme Style, all those guys. And dude, just remembering the OG days is just wonderful, bro. That's one of the best things ever. Alright, so let's go. I think we just, yeah, clear that in record time. So next up is stage 4 of Boss Rush. Actually don't remember. I do remember Boss Rush whenever I started attempting it with friends. this was one of the best things ever, because one of the memories that I will possibly cherish forever. I don't know if one of my or some of my IRL friends are watching this, but if they are, shout outs to you guys. I remember going through these events back when I was at home in Puerto Rico, and we were visiting a friend of mine because we were like, I don't know, planning to spend the I guess the weekend together. Let me switch it up to another character, right? Let's see if we do. Can't do Goku's family, can we? Because I would like to bring in Super Saiyan 4 Goku now. Yeah, no, let's see. So let's go for Goku's family, just so we can bring Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So yeah, one of the many events that I tackled was this one, this boss rush. And it was at home with some of my friends. And one of the many things that I really cherished from those memories was the ability to do boss rush together. And we were like, oh my god, this is so difficult. How are we gonna get through this? Because it was not like this. Definitely was not like this. It was like, I think it was one of the previous missions that we had to do. I actually don't remember, but it was like 15 boss fights, I think it was. And it was non-stop. It's like, oh my god, my HP, I need to get a Dokkan attack, otherwise I'm gonna be dead. And back in the day, these characters were not ECA'd. Back in the days, we're just checking the defenses, because it was a whole new experience altogether. It's like, oh my god, we're just gonna be facing characters after characters after characters over and over and over and over again. Dude, it's just gonna be lethal. What are we supposed to do? And yeah, that was one of the main things, right? Just just trying to survive in that aspect. It was really freaking funny. So whenever I was with friends, we were like, oh my god, this is pretty cool. I have these experiences where friends were gathering together and doing stuff for Dokkan together. That is just like the best thing ever. So yeah, that's like freaking awesome. So yeah, those are the good old memories that I had with my friends. Again, I don't know, I don't think they remember it too well, but if they do, then perfect, because again, that means that we had some good memories together regarding Dokkan stuff. But of course, it just all might have dissipated. Now they don't play Dokkan anymore. And I'm trying to preserve those types of memories, right? Just keep them with me, because it made me the guy that I am today, right? Made me the guy that loves Dokkan Battle. I love Dokkan Battle for what it is, for what it taught me, and for the people that I've met. Like, I've met some really freaking phenomenal people, like you guys watching, other content creators. I've been like, to say that I'm friends with Ningen, to say that I'm friends with Minato, to say that I'm friends with freaking, I guess I wouldn't say Truth, but Truth does follow me on Twitter. I don't know if he considers me a friend. I doubt it. But having those peeps and that recognition from other people, and having friends outside the spectrum, is pretty freaking good. So I'm very happy about, you know, meeting all of these guys, sharing memories because of Dokkan. Just some really good stuff. So yeah, I have been very happy regarding things like this. So the good old sound effect from Dokkan Awakening. Yeah, these are like older Dokkan events that we're doing right here. This is stage 4, right? So we got people like Super 17. This is what, Int Gogeta. Dude, there was do you guys remember when UI Goku came out and Int Gogeta, I think, was featured on the banner? I think this is Int Gogeta, right? This has to be Int Gogeta, his Dokkan event. Like, the memories of that, bro, are like, they go, oh my god. I remember summoning for UI Goku. I think this was back when the episode came out on Super, where I was like, oh my god, I need to get UI Goku. I need to get him. And I was yeah, this isn't Gogeta. I was unlucky to pull him, and this guy was featured in there. And I think I pulled him twice in one summon, which was ridiculous. And it was a summon that it was like, I think it was either tickets. It was a particular type of summon that you were able to just only get 3 characters on that summon. I don't remember what it was, but I think it was summoning for UI Goku, as far as I can remember. But yeah, like, if you summoned for that, I was like, oh my god, please give me UI Goku. I got Gogeta, and I was like, okay, then let's just keep moving forward. We got another Gogeta, and I was like, what? And my god, it was so good. It was pretty freaking awesome. It's kind of unfortunate though that Gogeta is not as good as it used to be. Of course, he is one of the primordial candidates to get a Super ECA, right? Not now, because at this point in time we're still going through the flow of getting some of these other characters Super ECA, right? They haven't actually announced one for this celebration, albeit I don't know if they're going to do that. But yeah, like, it'll be awesome if they can get to see that. So yeah, some of these good old memories are good to preserve. I don't know if you have any like fond memories regarding Dokkan. Maybe around this time where we got like burst mode number 4. Not burst mode. That is way older. So I mean boss rush. So yeah, those are some pretty cool memories altogether. And yeah, man, like now, like after all these years, 8 years of me playing Dokkan, I just recently crossed like 2,700 days played on Dokkan, so it's like less than a year now of me playing Dokkan, and I can be able to get the 3,000 days log into the game. Me playing this game for 3,000 days, bro. Imagine that. Like, I've been playing this game for 3,000 days. It's unimaginable. Like, I actually never thought that I'd be giving a lot of dedication to a mobile game for that long. And the ability that I can be able to just do videos like this is another phenomenal thing, right? So I'm very happy that I'm able to do content. I'm very happy that I'm able to, I guess, afford it, but it is not something that I would like deep dive into spending a lot of money on this, because yeah, let me tell you, it's been an experience overall. Just, I don't want to like deep dive into like spending a lot of money into the game, because it'll make me go crazy, but it is what it is. I do this for fun. I do this for funsies, things like that. I don't care about the riches. I do care about getting sponsored by Gamersubs though. Get yourself some Gamersubs right now. Because that is the only like achievable kind of dream that I kind of want. Like a little bit of a selfish type of dream. That's really what I want. So that's all I care about. Just please give me that opportunity, game or Gamersubs. Please, just do it. Yeah, there were so many freaking memories that I made with Dokkan. I'm really, really happy about it. I remember like the day of the anniversary. I stayed up, of course, whenever the banners came out, because I feel, again, it's like Christmas whenever the banners comes out. But whenever the my friends played and they were like, oh my god, let's summon, I was like, dude, I'm out of stones, but I don't care. I'm gonna get more dragon stones and summon with you guys. That was the funny shenanigans they were able to do. Ooh, nice counter. And with a crit, bro, oh, you're dead. Yeah. And once we were like able to do that, like doing the summons and shit and shenanigans like that together, it was freaking phenomenal. It's just a good little memory. It's like, oh my god, let's summon together. The anticipation of like trying to think what the other person got. I think animations were there back in the day, so it's like somebody got a Goku Black Rift or like a Super Vegito, and they were able to get the unit that they needed to get. It's like, oh my god, yes. Okay, let's go. Awesome. So pretty freaking cool. So yeah, by doing that all together, it's just like a happy freaking thing, and I will always cherish that. And I was able to, again, create memories with my friends, with my buddies, and be able to revisit some of these old shenanigans. Oh my god, this is Super Saiyan 3 Broly. Oh my god, what a fumble for this character, ain't it? This is a fumble and a half. I remember when Super Saiyan 3 Broly came out. Like, that was an unfortunate case scenario. I really wish they would have done him justice. Maybe on his Super ACA or something like that. They just removed that stupid restriction altogether where a unit loses defense whenever collecting orbs, right? All right, so let's bring. Actually, if we're talking about it, Super Saiyan 3 Broly isn't one of the users, like the characters that we gotta use. No, that's not what I mean. Let's go over to, because this guy leads grade 8 power, right? Yeah. I can just swap one of these units and be able to just add grade 8 power category allies in here. So let's go and add you guys, but a special caveat that we want to add in here is somebody who was a part of the celebration between the between the 3rd and 4th anniversary summons. If he is in here, I do need to check. Yeah, he is. And it's none other than Super Saiyan 4 Tech Gogeta. I'll be able to add him in there. Our boy. I do remember this, bro. There's a funny story that I gotta let you guys know. A funny story is that whenever that guy came out, I remember the whole to be released leader skill. It was pretty broken, it seems. Like to be released kind of like a leader skill is just, my god. So whenever that guy came out, I summoned for him and I never got him. So I was like, oh my god, really? Like, this is one of the units that I really wanted to. And back in the day, I was free to play. Keep that in mind. I did not want to spend a lot of money. The money that I spend right now on Dokkan does not even compare to the money that I used to spend back in the day. Oh my god, it's just incredible. So I was like, well, I'm gonna have to wait until he comes back again. Shoot. So whenever he came back. He came back on Super Janemba's banner. Like STR Super Janemba. I was like, okay, you know what? I'm summoning for Super Janemba. Just because I want Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I need him. And when I did, I was like, I got him, guys. I got him. And I still have the summon. I still have the multi. I still have it in my phone saved. I will have to go way back in the day, but man. It was pretty freaking... it took me a while to like try to get him because it was that absurd of me like trying to get that man. Why was it so hard for me to like summon for them and trying to get them? So yeah, I used them, but I think as soon as I got them, they already have fixed the user, like the leader skill, right? They have already fixed what he was able to do. So he then had a leader skill for it. So there was no ill will happening with the characters. Just like, okay, yeah, he's back to normal. he's back to where he needed to be. so you guys can be able to use him. He's a what is it, a Shadow Dragon Saga leader? So yeah, it's all good. But yeah, and then these guys, like the LR Super Saiyan 4s, are going to get their ECAs literally in like 2 months or 2 to 3 months, because it's usually close to the end of the anniversary when these guys get their ECAs. So it's like freaking awesome that these guys are going to be getting their ECAs. I cannot wait for what they're going to do. Like in terms of leader skill, I don't know what they're gonna do. Like, look at that damage. It's nowhere near as good, because these guys, yes, they're on grade 8 power, but they're not like dominant at the moment, right? Because of the leader skill. So, but yeah, I like these guys. What else? I do remember the what else? I did not remember summoning for like Omega Shenron, right? I don't remember when his when he came out. I mean, I do remember his banner and stuff like that. I do remember like going here, but I don't remember when he like showed up. Has been a very long time. I do remember summoning for Super Saiyan 3 Broly, but just because of the fact that Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta was there. Summoning for Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, dude, that was a trip, because I did not get him on the 2nd year anniversary. So I was like, okay, let's just wait until he's back and I'll possibly summon for him. He came back on Super Saiyan 3 Broly's banner, and by the time, I think it was encouraged to people not to summon, because again, Super Saiyan 4 Broly, I mean, Super Saiyan 3 Broly, come on, bro, like, he's not good. Super Saiyan 3 Broly, bro, just ass, just booty cheeks. So whenever it came to like trying to summon for the banner, because Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta was there, that's what I did. I summoned on the banner, and I was like, oh my god, please just let this be Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and I'll be gone. And it was. So I was like, oh my god, yes. Okay, I'm good. I'm good, bro. I am good. So yeah, that was a funny moment as well. Whenever the Legendary Goku event came out, of course, it was pretty tough. I think, yeah, getting to like sections where you're like, oh my god, you can't dodge anymore. That was the sort of scary kind of things. And this, back in the day, this Goku hit hard, bro. Like, if you don't remember, like back in the day when this guy just, like, you get to this phase and it was like, oh my god, we got here. Like, this was the showcase area. This was the place where you went ahead and showcase your characters, because of how freaking unfair this guy was. Yeah, like this, the dodge disable, like that is just, that's scary stuff. You're like, oh my god. And whenever the what is it? Yeah, whenever this restriction came in where you can't dodge, what's it? No, I wasn't gonna talk about that. Man, I think I lost my train of thought. What was it? Yeah, like this is here. Oh yeah, this he can be able to dodge as well. Hey, is that? No, that's the additional super. So yeah, it's like this is it's pretty cool. Just the ability to be able to go into this fight. But yeah, back in the day, it was kind of hard to get characters to be showcased. Nowadays, we just have to go into like these difficult events, because of course that's the type of metric and the caliber for the characters to just be shown. So Yeah. It's pretty interesting how time flies right now. We have the capabilities of just getting to see just like the progression of the game in and of itself, like the progression in terms of damage, progression in terms of like the quality of the characters, etc, etc. I'm actually happy that I'm using this team now, because we get to implement the heroes agenda during this time around. So shout out to the heroes agenda. As your #1 self-proclaimed #1 fan of heroes, that's how we do. That's how we do things here. All right, so let's keep on moving. Let's keep on rolling. Now we only have one more stage to go, and we can just mollywop an easy stage, because I don't want to make this video as long as it is. The final stage is to clear any stage of this movie boss, like movie edition of the Redzone. So let's just go into Turles and be able to. We have to bring one of the. Oh, yeah, I do remember this. This is how we beat it. This Turles fight. Of course, we didn't get the Devilman treatment, but yeah. Let's see, who can we use. Let's use like a Shadow Dragon Saga team. Let's just revisit the good old Shadow Dragon Saga. Let's take away you guys. Just put Shadow Dragon Saga in here, because then we can add. Who are the leaders for this? I mean, this guy's the well, no, that fusion. I thought it was. Never mind, it was not Shadow Dragon Saga. So this guy was the leader of Shadow Dragon Saga. Yeah. Let's just do that. Let's just do Shadow Dragon Saga-esque type of team. With, I guess, some, if not all, of the characters that we have here for that. We can add this guy too. And yeah, there should be a piece of cake. Oh, watch that somebody just gets clipped. So, and yeah, I do recall whenever the Redzone came in. Of course, Global getting this later on kind of took away from the surprise factor, where like, oh my god, it's gonna be very hard for us on Global to be able to tackle this on. No, because whenever we came about getting this stage, we had Golden Week come in, and Golden Week supplied us with like really strong characters. So getting through Golden Week, getting through, and then getting through the anniversary when we were attempting it, it was like, oh well, this is not that difficult anymore. So it kind of caught a lot of JP players by surprise, because whenever it dropped on JP, 7 months later we had it on Global, or 6 months later we had it on Global. It just caused us like, okay, like what were people on JP complaining about? Like, brother, you weren't there when the actual event came about. You were not there, and I do respect it. It's like, oh well, we can't experience these things. We will now be able to do it, because that's another thing that Global and JP kind of progressed through in terms of the sync. Now we got the sync back into play, and we have the same releases at the same time, except for like newsletters or ECA translations or other shenanigans that they don't want to put in, because for some unknown stupid reason they just don't want to. But yeah, like really happy that we've made this type of progression for the game. It's just very cool to see. So now we could be able to get the events at the same time, so we could see in a better outlook how these events affect us altogether. I mean, we've seen it whenever like we get the Worldwide Download Celebration at the same time, whenever we get Golden Week at the same time, yes, but it's not as explosive as when Anniversary came about, right? Anniversary brought the Supreme Magnificent battles, if you guys don't remember, and they were like, oh my god, we can't wait until Beast Gohan comes in. And back in the day, people were having issues beating the Beast Gohan event with one of the missions, and one of the missions was to beat the stage with artificial life forms category characters. And back in the day, before the end of the anniversary and before Golden Week of this year, we did not get any artificial life forms category buffs. So the JP players had to wait until the end of the anniversary for them to get like ECA boot tanks to help with that mission. And it's like, oh my god, really? We had to do that. So upon them waiting for that, they never they sought out the difficulty of what it used to be, because artificial life forms back in the day, before the boot tanks buff, before Golden Week buffs, it was hard. You could not be able to set up a team, and the RNG had to work on your favor tremendously. You were not able to use items. You were not able to. I think you were able to just use some of the like gammas for you to beat it, but that was it. So yeah, it's like it was a lot of issues that people had to go through in order for you to be able to beat the fight. So yeah, a little bit of a reminiscing here and there for global and JP players. Like that was back in the day. That was the hardship for a global, like a JP player. But for us on global, we were like, oh, Golden Week. You know what? Well, let's bring an ECA character that came out the anniversary. Let's bring him in here on this period because it does make sense, right? Bootang's getting an ECA during the Majin Buu Saga celebration. Well, see, let's go. And then, you know, Majin Buu came, Bootangs came out. Like these characters that got their ECAs and Dokkan Festival characters, and like you can be able to set up a team artificial life forms now, and we beat it in a breeze. So it's like, well, artificial life forms mission is complete. Like what else do you have to do? There's no issues whatsoever, right? So yeah, the global foresight was kind of annoying in that sense. Oh really? Wait, what? I thought we did. Super Saiyan 4 go. Wait. It says 1. What? Oh, GT. I'm stupid. I'm a Dragon Ball fan. I didn't read. GT Edition. Well, that's my bad. Oopsie. Actually, we will do this team as well. I don't think there should be any difficulty. Although this one I do have to thread a little bit carefully though with the Osaru. Sometimes the Osaru can be a little bit of a douche, especially running these like old G characters. I don't know. I'm actually gonna do this one like pretty fast because I basically took away some of the minutes with you guys, and it should have been the GT edition, not the normal Goku event. So. But yeah, there was the global foresight. I mean, in a way, we don't have it, but in some certain aspects we kind of do, because global and JP have gotten the I guess the luxury nowadays to drop certain stuff when they're not supposed to like drop it. Like for example, the login times on JP are completely different from global. JP recently had the female warrior on black, or female warrior in black, come out first because they had the missions available because it was upon login. So they had the unit 7 or 8 hours earlier than global. So it's like, excuse me, like, thank you Global Sync, thank you JV and Global Sync. This is the best thing ever. We can have the units at the same time. It should have been regardless of like login screens and stuff like that. So it's just kind of annoying that they're starting to do things like this where they're not, you know, they're not doing drops at the same time for global and JP. Yes, for banners, yes, everything comes out at the same time, but when they state everything comes out at the same time, it should be, oh, the missions for the female warrior in black should have come out at the same time for global that is on JP. The missions, things like that, yes, I get it, JP times are different than global times. But whenever it comes to those things, to content in the game, not the times in JP differentiating from global, but the things that come into the game should come out at the same time, I feel. So, and again, don't get me started on like the translations. I'm invested. Maybe this year, at the end of this year, I do start learning Japanese so I can be able to just like start stating these translations for ECA characters, because unfortunately global just has to wait until some other people translate them all together in order for us to get it, or we have to wait for a data download for them to show us the info on a ECA and the details and what the character does. So it's kind of dumb that they are planning that. So yeah, that's one of my do I call it like a New Year's resolution? Like trying to learn Japanese in order for me to like translate for Dokkan. I want to learn Japanese, but not for that reason. I want to learn Japanese for me to go to Japan. I want to go to Japan at some point in my life. And not being able to go now kind of hurts. I've been looking at like tickets to go, and it's just so expensive. It's like over like $2,000 on just plane tickets altogether. So just I'm gonna have to wait a tad bit in order for me to like experience in Japan. Okay, so what else I can discuss? I guess these things right now, we have like various updates in the game, like standbys we can be able to get, really cool animations, like quality of life updates. I keep bringing it up because it's just so funny to me, like how people have it easy nowadays to invest their orbs, their hidden potential orbs on a character, instead of how it was back in the day. Back in the day, we didn't have an auto button, we didn't have an insert all button. We had to manually do that with our own fingers, with the same fingers that used to be hitting the like and subscribe button, by the way. All these things, like, oh my god, it's one by one. We didn't have equipment back in the day, so that was that. We didn't have link levels. We didn't have the power level system now. The power level system update was one of the best updates, I feel. You not only are able to get rewards for the leveling up of the pixel character, but that was another update altogether that they implemented. But you were able to like get the chances of bonus drops because of a character being like, because of your power level being at a certain stage, right? So if you link level and got characters at, oh my god, this character is full level 10 links, and your power level progressed, it went up. The more it went up, like reached 3 million power level, you were able to get bonus drops on certain things like medals, like for Dokkan Awakening a character, bonus training items, Hercule statues, the bonus character drops, like forever, like if you're ever doing like a stage and you had the bonus chances, not only that was implemented to help you out getting more characters, you had the power level bonus, which increases the chances of dropping anything extra, like another character or another training item, another Hercule statue, another awakening medal, things like that. And like these updates makes the game so much more better, more enjoyable to like grind and stuff like that. Whenever we were doing, I think, Prime Battle LRs, that grind was horrendous. And the fact that, you know, this for some people, because other people didn't like to do this, I like to do my Prime Battle grind twice, so that way I don't have to spend Kais on like getting the characters done. But that was a whole nightmare in and of itself. Like getting 777 medals on like 1 or 2 sittings, because you had to like stay there, and the grind was awful. Getting medals was horrendous. Sometimes you were able to get 10. Dude, whenever you got 15 or 20 medals, dude, you jumped out of your seat and it's like, yes, I got these medals. This is awesome. Another awesome thing, of course, this is just on this event. We're getting the the buff from the Standby Vegeta. This is one of the things that I wanted to get on a showcase, but unfortunately I was not able to, because Dokkan just like to be Dokkan sometimes. 36 million. Keep in mind, this is on a 170 team. We're not on like a 200% leader skill team. Yeah, bye. Okay, there you go. But yeah, but like Prime Battle grind was horrendous. How they're doing it now when they did LR Bio Broly, shouts to Aaron. That was another like nightmare. Well, no, that was not a nightmare. Let me correct myself. That was one of the easiest grinds ever. They restructured the way to do Prime Battle grinds, and it's just a whole different world to do them now, because it's just easy. It's just an easy way to get those done. So there we go. We got the Dokkan Battle 10th anniversary warm-up coins. I haven't invested any of these, but I think if you go into the shop, are they available now? Oh, well, thank you. I actually don't know if they are, because you were able to, from what I read, you can be able to exchange into Dragon Stones. Some of them, at least. I think they're not there. I think, yeah. So we do have to wait until that is made available in order for us to like exchange them for Dragon Stones and such. So, okay. But yeah, there you go. That was the part 2 of the 10th anniversary, or 10th pre-anniversary coin collecting campaign missions. A little bit of a reminisce going down memory lane, talking about Dokkan and how it used to be, things like that. So do let me know down in the comments below any type of memory that you have regarding Dokkan, like some funny stuff that you remember. I would like to know down there in the comments below. So let me know what you guys think. Missions done. Nice to get these done basically on one sitting. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Hit that like button, subscribe. Again, we're getting closer and closer to the 1,500 subscriber goal. So if you did like the content that you're seeing right now and you would like to support the channel in many ways than one, the best ways to do it, hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button, those are the best ways to do it. So appreciate you guys stopping by. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.